we are going to cover the big match from the post Judgment Day 2001 Raw, where Benoit and Jericho faced Triple H and Steve Austin for the tag team titles, and then Triple H famously, when he tries to break up that walls of Jericho, he tears his quad, and then somehow miraculously continues the match. Even having Jericho putting a walls of Jericho on him in the announce desk, and then is helped up the ramp by crew. If Triple H had not got injured in that match in May of 2001, what impact do you think he would have had on the Invasion era of sort of, through to Survivor Series 2001? Would it have made any difference, good or bad? Where do you think he would have been slotted? Just what's your gut?
Well, I mean, we've talked about this before, and I kind of inclined to think that Triple H was going to turn babyface for that big match with Austin and become that opponent that Austin so desperately needed. But had he done so, that would have been even more of a problem for the Alliance, wouldn't it? Because, I mean, The Undertaker was enough of a problem. We didn't need any more problems. We've got The Undertaker now beating the crap out of everyone in the Alliance apart from Austin. So we've got Triple H. If we've got Triple H on Team WWE as well as The Undertaker, that could have been a big problem with the Alliance.
And then you would have had The Rock coming back as well for another Team WWF thing. So you would have had Rock, Triple H, Undertaker, and then the only major heel in the Alliance is Austin.
Is Austin. So
great.
Alternatively, he might have stayed heel and been part of the Alliance with Austin, but then it wouldn't have really felt like an invading force, would it? Because the two bigger stars on it were long-time WWF wrestlers. So, had he stuck around it, I think it would have complicated things. And I'm not, obviously not saying I'm glad that anyone suffers an injury. I'm not. But the fact that he was eliminated from play, I think did simplify things for, the Alliance WWF feud, which did do very well in July and August. Had he been there, I mean, I'm not sure which side he would have been on, and whichever side he would have been on, it would have made things more difficult for everyone else in so many ways. But, hey, we'll never know, Kenny, will we? It's an interesting question to contemplate.
Yeah, because I always think about if you were to go with because something that always surprised me, hopefully Saundra's not listening to this because we're about to just say loads of stuff that happened, but I always thought, are they going to go to Rock and Austin at SummerSlam? But if they hadn't and they went with Triple H and Austin, and Rock and Booker T had been on the undercard, I feel like somebody would have missed out somewhere. Kurt Angle ended up having a great 2001, the second half of the year. I think he would have been out. I think he would have been mid-carded completely. He wouldn't have had a big run because Triple H would need to be at the top of the card the whole time. Yeah. He's not going down. So I think that in some ways it could, and even by when he returned in early 2002, people had missed him. People wanted to see him back. And, he had a great return. Beautiful day by U2. They wheeled out the big guns for that return, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, the 2002 return, I remember it drew a huge rating for that Raw from Madison Square Garden. I think it did something like 4.93 rating or something like that for Raw. It was close to a 5. Wow. It's the biggest number they'd drawn in months. And Royal Rumble did very well. And then it all started falling apart, didn't it, Kenny? The Triple H's return.
Yeah, it all kind of went to shit. But we've got all that to look forward to on Patreon, on our retro pay-per-view journey.